So I watched the movie today that I thought would be another thing just by how the poster looked and by the title, Cruel Intentions. I thought that this movie would be something different than what I got. Um, Now, talking about Cruel Intentions, which I just watched for the first time, this after watching this, not realizing that this was like a kind of sadistic, like comedic way of like romantic, like a romantic drama movie. Like this one is not really my genre. So before I talk about the movie as a whole, I want to say that this is not my genre. Really, I mean, there's a couple romance movies I like, but this one is really not my genre. So it's one that I'm gonna say a lot of things I don't like about it, but it's not for me. So that's your heads up, because I'm not just gonna rag on this movie and not say that like this isn't really my thing, this genre. So Cruel Intentions, I thought that this would have been like a horror thriller, like a thriller movie, because of the way, like, I didn't look up the plot synopsis. I didn't want to. I wanted to go into this clean. But Cruel Intentions looks like it was marketed like a horror movie, like a thriller, because of the poster, because of that right here, because of how it looks. It seems like it's going to be like a cruel movie, and I didn't get what I expected, because this movie is really, really interesting. Like, I'm not going to say it's bad, it's just, it's not for me. It's about these two spoiled step siblings who are rich and spoiled, and they're horrible to each other, and what their intention is to deflower Reese Witherspoon's character. Like, one person is trying to get one person to lose her virginity, and the other person is trying to do the same thing to her. They're trying to do a wager for it. And I know that this movie is trying to be unintentionally cruel and unintentionally over the, or unintentionally over the top, because these characters are really over the top on purpose. Like, they're very intentionally like cruel on purpose, and they've got other characters like Selma Blair's character, who is this character who almost literally has Down syndrome, it seems like, because of how, or I mean special needs. Like, she's very special needs, it feels like, even though she's not really, she's just, her character is perceived as dumb, but it feels like it's more than just being a dumb character. And honestly, Selma Blair I thought was really funny in this, because she just, her character on purpose is just so clueless about everything. So I think that it cracked me up and how funny she was. But the two main characters, the two step siblings, Sarah Michelle Gellar and Ryan Philippe, Catherine and Sebastian, are these two horrible characters. Which, again, I know that this movie is trying to be purposefully like this. But man, I really hated these characters. And I know you're supposed to hate them. I know you're not supposed to like them, but damn, like, I really sat there like, I didn't want to watch all this. I mean, I finished it just because I am a completionist. I wanted to say I've seen this. But man, I really didn't like these characters. And again, I know the intention is not to like them, but man, they grated on me. Especially Ryan Philippe. Like, this guy is such a dickbag that it was just, his performance wasn't, it was fine, but it was so annoying to where I got annoyed at him too. So I really didn't like the characters, and I know, again, I keep saying this, but this movie is not trying to make you like them, but it just drove me insane at how annoyed I got at them on purpose, and I know that's the intent, but still. And it just drove me crazy, and how I actually got kind of pissed off watching this movie. Like, man, I guess that's good that it gave me the effect that they wanted, that it wants you to be pissed off at these horrible characters. But I just thought it was just really an annoying movie, I guess is all I could say. Like, it really just annoyed me, and how, again, the intent is to be these characters to be horrible and cruel. But they just drove me insane in a way where I didn't enjoy their performance. Like, their performances were good. They were fine. Sarah Michelle Gellar and Ryan Philippe and Reese Witherspoon and Selma Blair. And also Louise Fletcher was in this too, which is pretty cool. And Christine Baranski. But it's just not for me. That's all I'll say. This movie was not for me. Like, I know this movie has fans. I know it is. And this literally just had its like 20th anniversary. As I think Sarah Michelle Gellar online said, that it's the 20th anniversary like a couple days ago. So Yeah, this one, it has a lot of fans. Just not for me. That's all I could say. This one was really not for me. It was not a type of movie I wanted. Even though the performances were fine, they were good. It's just a movie that annoyed me in the intent that it was supposed to give, but it just pissed me off. Like I really didn't like this movie. So thank you guys so much for watching. Tell me what you think of of Cruel Intentions, the first one. There's a lot of fans for this movie, I know. So tell me down below what you think of this movie, and thank you guys so much for watching.